When you see a rider like this that spent all his money on modifications instead of a helmet or shoes, you know already you won't have a license.
Tapos,
wala ka lisensya.
opo.
Pero pinayagan ka niyang gamitin yung motor kahit
Opo,
wala ka lisensya.
opo sir, kasi sa dyan na paikot naman po ng UP. Kasi alam ko naman na hindi ako lalabas.
Pero alam mo,
Kaso,
bawal ka magmaneho ng motor.
alam ko naman po yun sir. Lagi na ako nung napapanood sa sa YouTube mga ano nyo mga
alam mo na nga di ba?
Kaso wala talaga na hindi ko na-expect na mayroon pala dito
So there you go. Unfortunately, no license, no helmet, no shoes. Whether you know there's an operation or not, the same rules apply. That's the problem. A lot of people think the rules only apply if an enforcer is standing in front of you. That's not how it works. They were asking him also why the real plate is inside the bike and then he's put a different plate on the back. And here's the towing crew now to take the bike away. Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're issuing a ticket to this vehicle parked in the bicycle lane. Even if there was no bike lane here, there's no parking allowed on this road. There's a bunch more vehicles here also parked in the bicycle lane. Actually, I'm pretty sure this red one has been ticketed before. That minivan at the back has definitely been towed before. It belongs to the junk shop. The team are now on Maginhawa. There's often a lot of complaints here about illegally parked vehicles. And remember, this is early morning, so they're not visiting the businesses. This is residential parking, overnight parking typically. Obviously, if there's no driver, they will be towed away to clear the road. And it is on both sides of the street, and that's why enforcers are issuing tickets. This one looks pretty beaten up, but I guess it's still being driven because I don't always see it parked here. And if you go a little bit further along, you see more cars parked here. The towing crew have already started making their video just to document any damage before they pick them up. Over here, you'll see the gate to someone's driveway or garage. And then obstructing it is this parked SUV. Now, is he from that property? It's possible. But a lot of complaints here in Maginhawa are from residents and businesses saying their access is being blocked by illegally parked vehicles. They can't get out of their driveway, they can't get out of their garage. So it is possible that he's not meant to be here. Either way, there's no parking allowed on the road. So the tow truck is hooking up at the back. Aside from not being allowed to park on this road, that's a big no-no, parking on the corner. That's why they paint it like that, to remind you that you're not meant to park on a corner. There's already an enforcer there. If you're wondering why people are walking in the road, it might be because of this vehicle here obstructing the sidewalk, partially on the sidewalk, partially on the road. And there's a couple more vehicles over here that have also been ticketed. I hope they'll have enough tow trucks because so far, pretty much most of the drivers have not come out. There was a resident that came out a moment ago complaining about this little red car, saying it's often parked here, obstructing the gate and things like that. The problem is they don't have enough tow trucks, I don't think, compared to the number of illegally parked vehicles. I was saying that. Here comes the tow truck. And even if they don't obstruct someone's driveway, they still add to traffic, right? People get tired, they're trying to go home, they can't get to their homes because of the traffic. And why is there so much traffic? Because only part of the road can be used due to illegally parked vehicles. And if you see that little old lady, she also came out to complain about vehicles obstructing their driveway. So for those people that comment, why do MMDA keep going here? Because there's a lot of complaints that people keep getting, well, I was going to say screwed over essentially because they can't use their illegal parking space. This rider was flagged down now because his passenger is wearing slippers. They do have nice helmets, but unfortunately it's the slippers that's the problem. LTO made sure that the wording is very clear under the single ticketing system that both the driver and passenger aren't allowed to wear slippers. And just next to where that rider was apprehended is alley 44. I made a video about this before. Maybe I should cut it in actually. It's a very nice alley. This used to be occupied by what the Quezon City government described as properties that had illegally extended over a public space. And then they knocked them all down and they turned it back into a public alley. I don't know why that's parked here. It's meant to be clear. I do like what they've done with the paint job here though. Before it was just a plain wall, now they put some art on here. I guess that's a bit like the underpass in Quezon City. They painted that. In fact, let's go there now because I really wanted to go there and see that. I saw the pictures of Mayor Joy and the artists. I'd like to see it for myself. So here's the art, and what you also notice is they installed these ramps here for bicycles. That's to make it a lot easier to push them up and push them down. They just ride on the railing there. So look at this. How cool does this look? Really nice. Really, really nice. It just makes things a bit more interesting compared to a plain wall, right? It's more friendly. It's somewhere that you'd want to bring your kids and, you know, make a day out as you go into the circle. I have no idea how long this took, but I imagine it must have taken quite a while. Look at how awesome this is. Really, really nice. And again, once you get to the next step, you have the rail for the bicycles. And I guess it is really being used because look, the paint is already starting to wear off. They do have elevators here, especially useful for PWD, senior citizens, and people with mobility issues. But most people, I think, use the stairs. And in fact, there's some text here that can help you know exactly what's painted here. You had the lady there. She said it's Ganda, the painting. Because yeah, it really looks nice. It really does look nice. Beautiful, you could say. You can really tell that a lot of effort was put into this. These are professional artists. This is really somewhere that you'd want to bring your kids and really make a day out of it. You can go into the center, into the circle. You could have lunch or breakfast, do some exercises. I think they usually have Zumba classes there also. You see people are stopping to take photos. It's nice. It makes the city look really, really nice.